Welcome back to the second episode of
Broke Boy Comedy.
Oh, fuck. Commentary! Alright, let's take that back.
One more time.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to the second episode of
Broke Boy Commentary.
Come on,
Fuck,
Brad.
what's up?
No, Brad was late.
5, 6, 7, 8. Broke.
What? I had to say that. Hello, listeners. Welcome to the second episode of
Broke Boy Commentary. The podcast made by Broke Boys.
For Broke Boys. My name is Bradley Satchel.
My name's Elmer Maximilian Cruz.
And I am Jesse Castellanos.
And we be the Broke Boys.
Alright, fellas.
Alright, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're listening. I don't know if we have any listeners. But if we do, I hope y'all are doing well during these tough times. Yeah, man. We just been living life, you feel me? How y'all feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah, dog, I'm slowly, not good.
Why is that?
I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but I'm like, it's getting harder to count the days. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest.
I feel you, man.
I
Honestly.
think it's Thursday, but I have no idea.
Yeah, every day feels the fucking same to me, honestly.
There's no point of keeping track of the days.
Yeah.
When we have Zoom class because all I need to do is just log in. I don't have to walk to my class and I'm like, okay, I know on Tuesday I have to go to this building and then on Wednesday I have to go here and then for work, you know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
There's literally no point.
It's more like which class I have to sign into.
Facts. Also, I mean, we still do have work where we have shifts on certain days and stuff like that. That's the only thing. We still have class. Some professors are treating it like we're still in school. Well, we are still in school, but
yeah.
But it's alright. I had professors telling me, oh, we don't want to give you busy work. We don't want to just give you stuff that you feel like. But it just feels like busy work because I am way less motivated to do anything. And I'm not trying to do character analysis and papers and research projects because no, it's Corona outside. I'm trying to figure out my life. I'm trying to transition from college to the real life while also staying alive, making sure my parents are fine over the home in Florida. I'm not trying to look at the other different art forms that came out of the AIDS epidemic.
I want to watch One Man, Two Governors.
Oh man! Any of you try to watch theater online?
Not yet.
I have not.
Not yet.
All right, so it's obviously if it's good play, there's a lot to appreciate, especially good writing, good actors. But theater is meant to be seen live, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird to watch it on film because there's nothing like laughing with the people next to you, but when you hear the laughter coming from your speakers and you're alone in your room ha ha, I feel so weird.
Yeah.
It's not the same at all. I'm not gonna applaud.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man. Any of you ever applaud after a movie?
Honestly,
no.
It depends. In theaters, and if it's one of the first days the movie came out and it's crowded and everybody else claps, I guess I feel obligated to clap. But actually, no, I do clap in my bedroom sometimes. I get up from my bed, I'm like, that was a great movie, man.
Sometimes when, like you said, when the movie comes out the same day, I could get it. Yeah, you get a whole cinema full of people, super hype, yeah. But if I'm going to a movie theater to see, Paddington 2, I'm not going to fucking clap.
Paddington 2! Holy shit, what was that movie we Netflix partied?
Yours, mine, and ours.
I clapped after that.
Did you really? I believe that.
Did you really
I
like
believe
it?
it.
No, but I clapped to be funny.
It's basically
movie.
that movie's the Nickelodeon version of Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yeah. It was just the freaking dude getting hurt all the time. Oh, he's getting hit in the face by a grocery store shit. It's really funny. We get it. It's cartoon humor, but you know.
And I love how Drake Bell had to sneak in a nice cameo.
Facts.
Also, like, he basically was Drake Bell in Drake and Josh because he had like his band that he played at the party.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everybody at that time when he was like hot, he was like, oh, and he plays music. Like, we got it. Like, use that.
Facts. Honestly, I thought it was a prequel to Drake and Josh because Drake and Megan is in the movie.
Yeah,
Or in the
She's also. Yeah, I know her name. Obviously, I know her name.
Well, then why did you say it?
Because it's a prequel to Drake and Josh, and her character is Megan. So I was trying to be like Megan instead of Carly. I'm sorry, I'm an expert. No, but I think like some of these teachers just be bored in the house. Like I have my art history teacher that's just like she sends us Canvas messages like every other day. Like, you know, I was just thinking about the paper, and if you guys really want, like, girl, like leave us alone. Like,
no, straight up. I had professors that like just all they do is like send a link, and then the subject says watch this, and that pisses me off because I'm like, don't fucking tell me what to do. Like, fuck you.
Man, dude. Yeah, no, I have a lighting class, and we had to download this program, like a free program, called Lightright. And we took class, and like literally the first half hour was like, mine's not working. It's like, oh, dude. It's like, did you do this? Yeah. It's like, all right, share your screen. You clearly didn't do that.
Oh, wait. I was looking at this for you.
I was like, bro, like, it's
you know
not
what?
that hard.
It's not that hard. Hey, man, I don't understand how to... Oh, wait, man, my mouse wasn't connected.
Drag this to your desktop.
Yeah, I was on Zoom for art history, and like she couldn't do anything, and like nobody was helping her. Like she was asking the class for help, and like it was like silent for like 10 seconds, and I had to stand up and be like, did you try restarting it? And like, okay, so do this. Oh, okay, I got it now. Like,
no, dude, Zoom classes be okay. It's always been like awkward when the teacher like, hey, does anybody have any questions? Blah blah blah. And then there's like a silence. Yeah. But it's even worse in Zoom because you have to stare at each other. You know, at least you're just looking at the teacher, or like you could just divert your eyes away. Yeah. But you can't like. Where are you gonna look at? You're like your pencil sharpener. Yeah. That's right next to your computer. Like what the?
I always fake a like a thinking face. It's like no.
Can't help
you
there,
know,
buddy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I always have to fake it because I just feel awkward.
I shake my head and like shrug and be like. Like in the camera.
So you know, I'm not a dick. I really don't know what to say here.
Besides class, how's the career chase going?
The career chase?
I mean, it's mostly through email now.
Yeah, I'm just like sending those. Hey, thank you for stopping by in class. Like, please keep me in mind for any and all projects that I might be a good fit for. Oh God.
Hey, such and such. I really admired the fact that you came to. Let me tell you guys something, man. Like, I understand to make a living, you have to, like, be professional with everybody you meet. Sometimes it just feels like straight ass kissing. Like, let's just be real here. Like, you have to kiss ass to make it in any career. And, like, that's something I'm trying to learn how to do without, like, getting mad. Because, like, I don't know. How do you guys feel about kissing ass?
Like, when, I mean, in my last couple attempts of making jobs, so like I think the last job I was literally hired for was probably the Macy's Day Parade when I did crew. And like I was with friends, so it was fine, but then I got put on a crew when I didn't know anybody, and honestly for me I just try to rush to the yo what's up kind of vibe with them. Like I don't want to be like, hey, I'm here to work for your crew right now, so I have all my equipment. Where would you like to put me? Where would you like to place me? And what job do I have? It's like, no, dude. Like, hey, what's up, man? My name's Elmer. What do you need me to do? And that's it. Like that's what I want to get to. And I try to do that with all my jobs, but you can't do that with every job. Sometimes you have to start with salutations.
Yeah.
I'm reaching out to you today.
I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I hope this email finds you well. It's like...
And especially now. Actually, now it's kind of nice because I feel like I have a little something to say where I'm like, I hope you're staying safe and healthy and, you know, washing your hands. You know what I mean? Like, where, like, I sound like I'm actually genuinely care. Like, I care about, like... But, like, I mean, I kind of do, you know what I mean? For the general public, but...
Obviously, yeah.
I wouldn't be saying that, like, you know, if this wasn't going on.
No, like, it's definitely more genuine now, but, like, any other time, I hope this email finds you well. It's like, I don't care. Like, I just have to write this.
Listen, I'm trying to look for a job. Do you have anything for me? That's basically what we're saying.
Nah, dog, but...
You can't just straight up say that.
Ass kissing is, like, essential for almost anything really, but especially for like actors, because and then like you can't help but I feel like also when they receive these emails, they know there's like a level of ass kissing that like we have to do, which also makes me wonder. I wonder if they like look at it and be like, oh, I wonder who's gonna like straight up lick my ass, or who's gonna like just like tell me that like they loved my glasses at the workshop, and they think I have like a beautiful voice I can listen to anytime, that they think I should start a podcast, like, you know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
that shit must be funny. I one day I'll be at that point. People are asking me, man.
Fact, yeah. I use it as motivation. I want to be established in like what I do so much that people come to me and I don't have to like beg people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
You have to work your way up. That's just life. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when I was doing interviews for the position that we work in.
Yeah.
One of the candidates emailed me after our interview, was like, "Hi, I'm reaching out. I wanted to thank you so much for our awesome interview." And I was like, I hate this. I could never get used to it.
No.
I would email them back, be like, just talk to me like a real person.
Like, hey man, that was a cool conversation. Like, hopefully we could do this again sometime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I could never get used to that, yeah.
And sometimes like people like your interview with are like, "Oh, just be yourself." It's like, I don't think you want me to be myself. Like, yo, what's good? Like,
Hey, my man, how
what
you
y'all
doing?
doing? What y'all up to?
Dude.
you mind if I light this blunt?
Dude.
Oh shit. Yo, I just got done like fucking
Yo, get back in the room. Get back in the room. I'm sorry. That's just like,
you know how it is, right? Like,
Yeah, you get it.
we are not like that. So like, what have you been doing? Oh, well, I spent some time laying in my bed watching some YouTube, and then I watched a little bit of porn, which was you know, like, you know.
I made it past page 6. Like.
Yeah, right?
that's really, yeah. That's what every day's been, honestly.
It's
Just going
YouTube
past page 6.
and going past page 6. Yeah.
Like that's when things get like kind of freaky, where I'm like, I'm no longer hard.
I'm not. Yeah.
I'm no longer.
I'm just
into
more
this.
interested.
And I'm like, what is she doing with that skateboard? Let me see that. Let me check that out.
Sometimes I analyze like the acting too.
Yo, who wrote this script? I need to look him up.
No, I've seen one where I'm like, this is convincing. Like, I could see, like, I honestly think this is his sister.
Whoa, like, I feel like I'm in the room with them.
Like, why didn't she pick Dare? Come on. Truth, we all know that's the pussy move.
Man,
I'm on that journey.
This is my point of view. This is.
Like, I think like the most famous category now, and like I don't want to get too deep into this.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
like talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
The most famous stuff is like brother, sister, but like why are people into that stuff? Anyway.
Yeah, let's move on. It's true, but let's move on. Oh, man.
What does every day look like for you guys, man? Like,
Dude.
I want each of you to walk me through when you wake up and when you go to
Okay,
bed.
yeah, absolutely. To be completely honest, lately, for some reason, I just wake up at random times. So maybe I'll wake up at 6, be like, oh, I'm up. Check my phone, no notifications. All right, I'm going back to bed. Wake up at 8, check my phone, nothing. All right, cool, I'm going to go back to bed. Wake up at 12. Oh, cool, someone sent me an email, and it was probably from, like, Zoom or, like our
MSU administration.
yeah, or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. All right, I guess I'm up now.
Yeah.
I'll like go on YouTube. If I'm feeling hungry, maybe I'll get like brunch that I have. Like today, I ate some leftover pasta that I had. And it's just a repeat of like, oh, let me go on Instagram, let me go on YouTube, let me go on TikTok, let me go on Facebook, Reddit, and then it just repeats itself till I go back to sleep. That's my day.
Do you go for walks? Do you go
Not
outside?
where I live. There's no like I could go for a walk, but there's nothing scenic to look at.
You just got parking lots.
Yeah, it's just straight up parking lots. And,
Facts.
I mean, I could, but I no.
Facts. What's your everyday life?
Honestly, things have been kind of differing, especially now, just because the last, like, 2 weeks, I know I've been, like, kind of lazy as hell. I've been doing, like, the minimum for, like, my classes and stuff, and, like, you know, trying to email, like, you know, casting directors and stuff, but, like,
Right.
I'm actually, like, trying to work on, like, an actual, like, scheduled, like routine, or like actually not a routine, but I've set aside where, because I want to like make some more moves in terms of like producing, And then so like I decided Monday, Wednesday, Friday I'm dedicating us outside of class like to acting. Like, you know, like I'll find more auditions, do more self tapes, you know what I mean, send them out, contact more people, and you know, just whatever, right? And then Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm gonna commit to producing, which is like, you know, like either like working on music, trying to send people beats, trying to find people who are like interested in collabing, whatever.
Right.
Like the producing side, it's a little more of a, I don't know. It's also like, I want to say it's a side gig because I'm not getting paid shit for it.
Right.
But like,
But it's a side passion.
exactly.
Right,
Like,
right.
why not? If I have this time, why not like try to go for both passions? Like, this is what we're doing right now. You know what I mean? Like, we want to like do a podcast, so fuck it. You know what I mean?
We're doing it.
We got
here.
time now.
We got it. No, that's great. That's awesome.
But
Like-
for the most part, like, it's also just been a lot of chilling, a lot of like,
Yeah.
YouTube in my bed, like.
Yeah.
Our teacher told me, like, as like every day that goes by, as long as you spend like at least 1 hour a day, like doing something to better your career or like your craft or like your like hobby or whatever, like you're doing something right. And I've tried to live like that this week so far. So, but basically, like it's pretty much the same for me. Like I wake up probably around like 12 p.m. I either go to Zoom class or don't go to Zoom class. I send out a few emails. I answer emails. Then I play 2K. Then I go to the dining hall. Come back, wash my hands immediately before I eat. Then it's just 2K, Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, and I just go to bed. But actually, recently I've been what have I been doing? I've been writing a screenplay because I have to. But like it's for a class, but like I've been really dedicating my time to that, so I don't feel completely useless as a human being. And
That's good, man.
yeah,
that's awesome.
and of course you guys know I've been trying to be a meme, so I'm still chasing my Instagram career. I recorded the video today that I have to upload at 10. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Is that like peak Instagram time?
For my audience, at least, that's like when I get the most views.
Hey, that's pretty good that you know you're.
Yeah,
Your
I've been studying that shit because like if I post it early in the day, that shit gets like 60 views. I'm like, nah, like it has to get at least 100 views or I'm deleting it.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
got you.
totally. When I post a picture, I do like try to pay attention to the time or the day where I'm like Thursday at 3 p.m. It's not the best like time. Like I want to get some good likes on this. Like this is a nice picture of me.
Yeah, totally.
No, I take this Instagram shit seriously, man. It's like a fucking
No, you
career.
do.
Like,
There we go,
do.
man.
yeah.
I remember it was maybe like a year or two ago where you bought the you bought it so everyone would have to see it. What was
Yeah,
it called?
I bought
Promotion.
promotion.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember
wasted my
seeing
money.
that. I was like, yo,
Nice.
like this
I
is
mean,
legit.
I got a few thousand views, but didn't really do anything for me except like get me more views. But the views didn't really do anything in the long run, so kind of wasting my money on that. But,
No, but like it's a good experiment.
facts.
Yeah.
Well, it's also because those things are like, well, do you guys ever get like really random? Like you'll get like an ad where it's like, I don't know, just like some like kitchen utensil. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Just like something where it's like it would be kind of normal for you to see an ad for.
Yeah.
But then there's times where it's just a straight up Instagram post about like someone and their dog, and,
Oh,
it's promoted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hate seeing that kind of stuff.
That's
Like-
true.
Like, why would you promote that? Like, you're
That's
literally
true.
just like trying to get likes from like the most
Yeah.
random people that you're willing to pay. But like,
Facts.
it's different for like you because like you're like, you're trying to be like an influencer and like
You're actually creating content.
you're actually
Right.
creating content and like there's like something to enjoy there, not
Right.
just looking at
some
something.
fucking like person like cooking something or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
cooking videos are interesting, but
That's true. I've been watching a lot of cooking videos.
Yeah,
You know what? Actually, I going back to like my routine. I have been actually spending more time. I think I've mentioned this in the last podcast, like trying to chase myself to cooking up, whatever. But also,
Right.
I've been spending more time just eating because when when everything was normal and I had classes, rehearsals, blah blah blah, my schedule was like kind of annoying
Right.
and like really like hellish. Where like eating was a inconvenience. You know what I mean?
Right.
You ever
Yeah.
had that like those points in time where you're like, damn, like I'm trying to work on this, but like
Not
I
in
gotta
a long
eat.
time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm trying to finish this. I'm trying to like I can't like especially when it's like something creative because I have to stay in that mood.
Right.
If I go and I like get some Panda Express and I'm just chilling and then like I'll put on something on TV, I'm out of the zone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I can't do that to myself. So then like sometimes like say I'm like producing and like working on a beat or whatever,
Right.
and then like I'm working and I know I need to eat. Like my stomach is like grumbling.
Right.
Every time I like ignore it, and I just like, and then like by the time I'm like done, like an hour, 2 hours later, I'm like, I am starving.
The last time I was that deep in the grind where I didn't skip food, because I love fucking food. So, like, I never skip food. Yeah, I do love fucking food. And
Man,
it was
that chicken looking good.
But it was the fall semester when I had to, like, take over a major role in a play. And, like, I had to study my lines 3 days before, like, opening night. And I would just, like, be in my fucking room. I had to skip class for that shit. And I didn't, like, get excused either. But, like, I skipped meals for that shit. But that was the last time. But, like, no, I always, yeah. But I know what you mean when you have to, like, skip meals to, like, stay productive. Because food and YouTube do be hitting. Like, you gotta find a good YouTube video.
Yes,
Okay, I thought I was the only one who, like, that was a thing for. Yeah, no, like, when I eat, it's like, all right, gotta find a YouTube
I gotta
video.
have something on. Like,
Yeah.
I can't just be staring at my wall like while I'm like eating.
That is kind of lame.
And sometimes like I like already watched like most of the stuff that was recommended to me, so I'm like, damn, like I'm scrolling through this, my food's getting cold.
Like, I don't know what to look at. Yeah.
I might as well just like rewatch an old video that like I liked.
Facts.
Man, but...
Go back to like lunchtime with Smosh.
I used to love that show.
I totally ate
That was
with
my
that.
favorite show. Yeah.
I don't know if this is the same for you guys, but like a lot of like the old stuff on YouTube we used to watch as young, like it's not funny anymore.
Well, yeah, because we grew out of that.
Yeah.
Well, also that, and also like think about just like comedy in general, or like comedy movies. You know what I mean? There's a standard that like we've got to like a point. Obviously, there's still like shitty comedy that's like being made. But think about like YouTube, like when like people were like when literally Smosh like started making videos when like YouTube started.
Right.
Like, they were like one of the first like they had like it was just them lip syncing a Pokemon theme song.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a sketch or anything. And then they started doing sketches and they started doing vlogs such as Lunchtime with Smosh.
Yeah.
And like that was like peak for us at that time at like what 2009.
Yeah,
You know what I
something
mean?
like that.
And then now like we've progressed to like very like meme commentary like reviews of TikToks and whatever.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Where it's like I'm not really trying to watch like
A 5-minute skit.
these grown men like let's eat like they like put on like character voices and I'm like this is cringe like
No, let me tell you about vlogs. I used to love vlogs. There would be daily vlogs like a famous daily vlog channel was the Shaytards.
yo
Oh my
I
god.
watched them religiously.
yes because okay first off that's actually a really interesting conversation topic because it was just like the ideal white family I think I wanted to be a part of because it would make me not think about like all this stuff where I'm like when like my mom would tell me like no we're not going to McDonald's because like I got bills to pay.
You could go to McDonald's with Shay.
Yeah, Shay Carl never told his kids no.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Facts.
You know what's funny though?
What?
Their names are the Shaytards. That's
that-
crazy. That did not age well. Are they
Yeah.
still? Do they still make?
Well, I don't know if you know about the falling out that Shay Carl had with
I've
his
heard
wife.
about it, but I
His
don't
wife?
remember.
Like
Did they
two,
divorce?
3 years ago, Shay Carl was like caught in the scandal where like, he was DMing like this e-girl. Like he was saying a bunch of like dirty stuff. Where he was like,
No.
I want to do this to your this and that. And like
man.
she sent the screenshot to people, and then like I don't know if they divorced, but like they're like separated but still married. But time and time again, he comes back to check on like social media. But yeah,
wow.
Holy shit! I
Yeah.
actually didn't know any of that.
I knew I had an inkling of that. Like I remember reading it, but I was like, I don't care.
Dude, but how can you do that when when you are like a
5 kids.
famous like
5
influencer?
kids.
Dude, yes. His kids are never gonna look at him the same way. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's my dad. He's the one that like asked to like put his penis in that girl's mouth.
Yeah. That's my dad.
That's my dad.
I used to watch them religiously, and that was weird. Like, if you really sit down and think about it, every day you would go on YouTube and watch somebody live their life. like
Yeah,
that's
basically.
weird.
I mean, it would be like a week late, but like, yeah.
No, CTFXC. Charles
Actually, some
Trippy,
people did
he
a
was
day
daily,
after.
yeah.
People do it the day after.
And I was inspired. I tried to do daily vlogs when I was in high school. They were boring as shit.
I could
Like,
never, yeah. Like, it was definitely something I thought about, but I just, like, I don't have a good camera. I don't think I have the energy.
Word.
Oh, dog, I don't know how some of them be editing like stuff so fast because
Yeah.
I've like taken time to edit like I've tried to like make like sketch videos for YouTube or like stuff for just class. You know what I mean? I've had like school projects where I'm like, I have spent so much time editing this 3-4 minute video. And people will be like throwing 8-minute vlogs like nothing, and I'm like, you either have like a really fast computer or like some presets, or you're paying somebody, or like you're just a genius that like, or I'm just stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I actually think I have a skill in terms of like editing, in terms of like just like finding like a good rhythm, a pace in like a video or whatever. But like, god damn, I hate that stuff,
It
man.
is kind of annoying.
Yes, dog.
Especially when it's like video of you and you have to listen to your voice. Like, it's also worth it.
Oh yeah, I'd be cringing at myself.
Oh my god. And then you have to like play it like multiple times and like put it in reverse or like put it like slow down. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Who was like the first person who like started doing like vlogs, like on YouTube? Who got like at least like famous on vlogs?
I mean, I don't know if you consider the Lunchtime with Smosh's vlogs.
No.
That's the first one I can think of off the top of my head.
That was definitely one of the
before
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shake Targe was one of the first that like.
That was 2006, 7 time. Yeah.
I don't think Shane Dawson won. I don't know.
Oh, I used to watch Shane Dawson, and then he got boring.
Has anybody ever brought up his like kind of racist Shanae like character?
I know that was definitely
think
brought up
so.
in articles, but like I don't know if he ever really got. Like,
But he definitely has a cult following. So
he
like,
does, yeah.
Well, also
He'll never
I mean,
get canceled.
he does.
He rebranded himself.
Yeah, he's completely rebranded. Well, I mean, he's done it multiple times. Like for a while, he did like ghost stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his thing, and
Yeah.
now it's like
now it's like
Make
no. What's that
No, no,
person's
no.
name?
Conspiracy
Jeffree
He
Star.
does all the collabs. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Jeffree Star.
A lot of people have to rebrand. Smosh had to rebrand, and
Facts.
they are successful, but with a different audience.
Well, you got to hand it to him. So like to rebrand and still be successful on the internet. That's big.
Well, I mean, also they basically sold Smosh,
Yeah, they did.
which is like,
And I mean, they got it back, but they did sell Smosh.
Word.
yeah, they didn't. I'm pretty sure, like Ian, because like Anthony already left. I'm pretty sure
Right.
Ian like doesn't own that much. Anyway, I don't want to talk
I
about
don't,
Smosh.
I,
You know,
don't,
like,
I also don't know. Yeah.
Listen,
like-
if I had a business and like Disney wanted to buy it, that's a good question.
I mean,
would you,
actually-
would you guys sell it?
Well,
would you guys
I-
sell
Bro,
the
there-
product?
sometimes there's nothing wrong with selling out.
Yeah.
Because that's like what you've been waiting for. You know what I mean? You've been waiting for a check. Like
Right.
a new check where you can say, I got paid to do this. Like
Right.
somebody paid me because they liked what I did and they want to run with it because I don't have the resources that they have, right?
Right.
And then, but however, there are people, there's like artistic integrity into it. Like, because like sometimes they will like ruin it because there's like,
True.
like going back to Smosh, like, you know, like even though it was dumb content, it wasn't the content they were like making now, where it's like
Yeah.
even dumber. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Like one person I can think of immediately. Fred got a TV show.
Yeah,
Remember Fred?
that completely ruined
Oh
his
yeah.
character.
Oh, yeah,
I did not
everybody
like the
hated
TV
that.
show.
I didn't like him from the beginning, but the TV show definitely ruined things.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's see. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone else got a TV show, but that's the one I can think of off the top of my head.
Facts.
Oh, when like what is it called? YouTube Red was starting to buy things.
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Everyone
Whatever
had a
happened to
YouTube Red show.
especially PewDiePie.
Yeah,
I don't think that worked out because I don't think they advertise that anymore. Honestly,
I only see like still the YouTube Premium to like turn off your phone and still listen to the music.
I got Apple Music.
Yeah, right, like-
No, yeah, like everyone had a TV show.
Thanks, yo. I think Hot Ones is on True.
Oh,
Actually,
they have
I
a
know,
TV show. They have a game
like,
show.
I don't like it. Like I've watched a
I
few
didn't watch it.
episodes.
Well, at
It's
least they keep it separate and still do Hot
Yeah.
Ones,
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah,
True.
They
it's
still
true.
do the original interview with a celebrity because that's like a golden like
yeah.
like
Yeah.
they sometimes sometimes I'm like I need to crack the code. I need to
Yeah.
find like that thing that's like
Yeah, it's such a simple concept, but look how successful it is.
exactly. And it's like
He's a great interviewer too.
Oh man,
yeah, that too. He definitely has
He
talent.
has such
Thanks.
charisma, charm.
Yeah, he
oh,
like-
dude, I would love to be on that show.
Man, you think you fucked any of his guests?
Shit, probably. Welcome back, everybody, from First Free Feast. I'm Sean Evans, here with the Broke Board Commentary Boys. How you guys doing?
Hey, how you doing? Man, great to have us.
Dude, yeah, no.
Shit, man.
We should do a podcast episode where we're eating hot wings,
Let's do it.
And we go in order.
I'm down.
but you don't see us. You just
Yeah, well, you're.
Fuck. War.
Okay,
me the
guys,
milk, give me the
I'm done. I'm done.
You know what? In high school, so I was a part of this thing called 30 and 60, which is like essentially like a sketch comedy, like troupe for like high schools.
Right.
But it was the whole goal of the show was to do 30 sketches in 60 minutes, right? And like we would put like numbers on the wall, and as soon as like we start the clock, people would start screaming like number 2, number 8, And then we go on number 8, and then we see it's the name of a sketch that we like, we rehearse and we like go and do it, right? And some of them would be like improv based, where it's like, has something to do with like the audience interaction or whatever, right? However, we decided we did it like 2-3 times a semester, right? And there'd be times where I'm like, damn, I'm trying to think of 30 sketches. It's hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, like let's do like a dare like stuff. And then so like my friends straight up bought it was like a package of like all these hot sauces, and I don't even remember what the premise was. Essentially, like they just like dared each other to like take these like hot ass sauces on like wings or whatever, right?
Word.
And like he's like they're eating it and they're like turning red and the audience is going ham and one of them runs off. And this is like one of my like closest friends. He runs to the bathroom and
God.
he like, and we have milk on site because we know milk is like like what helps soothe whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like, I guess the acids inside of him were so like active, or like it was just really hot in his like stomach, that when he started he ended up like throwing up, that the milk started to curdle. So he was throwing up cheese.
Oh,
He never ate any cheese.
Jesus.
That shit came out as a complete different like
oh man,
God
dude.
damn.
Content today.
Sounds
like
disgusting.
we did that shit just to like entertain like a few hundred kids in high school. Like that's like, but like everybody loved it, man. That's something I would always remember.
Never forget
That's
that.
so funny. Yeah.
Anyway, what are you guys watching on streaming
On,
sites
like,
right now?
Um,
Because I know you guys are probably watching stuff, right?
yeah, like right now we have all this time for Netflix, Hulu.
Yeah.
I still have not watched Tiger King, and you know what?
Me neither. Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
have no idea.
I've seen posts about how like there's actually like problematic like stuff in this show that people glance over and only like praise like the wild characters that they are. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I don't want to watch that stuff. Like because like ultimately there are like fucked up people where.
What is the show about?
To be completely honest,
crazy
I have no
rich
idea.
people who have tigers as pets, and I think they ended up committing crimes. I don't know. I've never watched it either.
I
We probably
just
sound
see
like
pictures.
idiots.
Yeah,
Like,
right. We watch it. It's like, oh, this is not what we expected.
I don't, but like I don't know. There's nothing that's really drawing me to.
All I know is that someone killed someone, probably.
Yeah.
That's all
There's
I
like
know.
there's like a murder charge somewhere.
That they have to reopen a case. That's all I know.
But I don't know. Well, I don't buy into hype like when it comes to shows. Like I really gotta like.
And
see
y'all watch
something.
Game of Thrones?
No, I tried. I
Single
did try,
episode.
but like I can't do shows that have hour episodes. I can't like. I don't know how people binge that.
For real, dog.
Like 23-minute regular episodes, like I can do because that's easy.
Yes.
But an hour episode and then binging it,
Yeah.
dude, you're only gonna get through like 6 episodes in a day.
Right.
Maybe some people will obviously do more, but I can't do that. Hour-long episodes.
I was really into this show called Mindhunter, starring Jonathan Groff.
Oh yeah, we watched that
on Netflix. Yeah. Like it was a pretty good show, right?
It was,
the
yeah.
first season's really good. Then me and my girlfriend started watching the second season, and like there's kind of it's like a slow burn, like crime thriller, and like the second season got really slow, and like every episode there's a new plot point where I was just like, what happened to the previous one? So then I literally like got to like the middle of the season, and I was like, what happened to this and what happened to that, and also like nothing happened in that episode, and I'm like, god damn, like I'm kind of tired of this.
There's certain
And on top
shows
of that,
where-
it's like hour-long episodes. So.
There are definitely certain shows where you like give up. I don't know if you guys. This is probably just a black thing. There's a show called Empire on Fox. I watched that.
A lot of my friends watch that. Yeah, I heard
I saw this too. It was like some of us stopped at a certain episode and never went back. And like that's so relatable because like I just like watched like 5 episodes and I just never went back. And it's still going on. And I'm like, what is going on? Like I just don't know what's going on.
Is that the show Kendrick made an appearance in?
I don't think so.
No,
Definitely not Empire. It was probably Power or something.
I think it was Power. Yeah. He was like this crackhead. It was pretty cool.
But I don't. Did you guys watch Walking Dead?
Again, I watched maybe a couple episodes and I was just like,
Oh no, I definitely watched the first like 2 seasons like pretty religiously, where like I like binged it. At least. I never did, but like when it came to like the 3rd season, and then I think that was when his wife
died in the prison.
Yeah, and I was just
spoiler
like,
alert.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait, y'all.
Yeah, like goddamn. But like, I was just like, I don't really care that much about these characters at this point.
Yeah.
Like I kind of get it. Like things are just getting shittier. Like by then like.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's just the show. Shit just keeps getting shittier.
They die.
Yeah, exactly. Like and then like the zombies aren't even the issue anymore.
It's like humans are like the fucking.
Yeah,
assholes.
I think one of the developments was like you can become a zombie just like by breathing in the toxin.
Yeah.
Like you thought you had to get bitten, but then it wasn't.
Oh wait,
that.
they all found out they're actually all like
infected.
Yeah, infected.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I didn't watch it, but yeah, it was that was the development.
But they are
still
making
going on.
But they are making a new because there's that one. There's Fear of the Walking Dead, which I've never fucking seen, and then I saw a trailer for. It's essentially like the new generation that is like born into like like before the world was like normal,
really?
which is an interesting concept. But I saw the trailer and that shit looks like the Disney version of The Walking Dead. It's so weird. It looks like these like weird like. First off, the color palette is very like Suicide Squad-ish, so it's like very colorful and whatever. Just like because also like I think there's like something about like how like also plants got like mutated whatever, which is kind of cool in concept.
That's
but it's
cool.
like just like the tone of it, like all these kids were like jumping around and stuff in the teaser trailer. I was like, what is this? Like this is not The Walking Dead that like I liked.
I like shows with integrity. Like, yes, it's popular and you're earning a lot of money, but like, know when to close the show. Like, don't keep making episodes.
Oh my god, yeah. Like one show I can think of. It's a cartoon, but I really liked it. Yeah, you guys ever watch Gravity Falls?
Yes, dog.
Yeah. Dude, 2 seasons, and they're like, that's it. We're not gonna extend it. We don't want to ruin it. It's perfect the way it is. I respect the guy who created it. His name is Alex Hirsch. I respect him so much for that. And Disney in general, because I would assume, I don't know, I could be wrong, I would assume Disney would want to continue it because it was so popular, but the fact that they closed it where they wanted to close it, it's a beautiful 2-season show, like, I highly recommend it. It's a cartoon, but still, like, I love it.
It has, like, pretty good humor.
Yeah.
It has pretty funny humor. It actually has, like, a pretty compelling story.
Yeah.
And then, like pretty, like, emotionally attached, like, characters that you, like,
I would put it in my top 3 favorite shows of all time.
Really?
I would. I really would. Because I loved it so
I only
much.
know of it because my sister, like, she loves, like, anime.
Yeah,
and, like, a lot of people who like anime end up watching, a lot of, like, just American, like, cartoons that are, like, like,
in the same
Adventure
style.
Time. That was, like, everybody
loved that.
Avatar.
Yeah, there we go.
I love fucking Avatar.
Dude,
man.
I want to re-binge it. I don't know when I'll do it, but I want to.
I've never really got it. Well, I never watched it really.
Well, it's a series for you to watch during these times, man.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
It's great. You won't regret it. I'm telling you.
It's great.
It's one of the greatest shows of all time. Like, it's like the greatest like non-Japanese anime. Like, it's not anime, but like the art style is anime.
It's animation. Yeah.
Fucking love that shit.
But it's definitely like inspired by like anime and like
Yeah.
Naruto, kind of like
Basically.
where like they've made American crossovers.
Exactly.
And
Yeah. But yesterday I just started Dave, the show based off rapper Lil Dicky's like life. It's like his heightened self.
That show's so funny.
And it's a great show. It's a great show. I caught up yesterday. Like, it's hilarious, and like there was like this one serious episode which was really compelling to me. It's about somebody like dealing with like mental illness, and it was like beautifully performed, and like I can't wait for like the next episode. But like,
and also it makes me like, because at first, actually I remember like seeing like the teasers for the show and whatever. I was just like, oh, okay, like that's like pretty cool that he has his own show, because I had like always liked. I liked Lil Dicky when I first found out about him in high school, because it was just like, oh my god, this is so funny, this guy rapping about his small penis. You know what I mean? And then like every video he like uploaded, like he put like a lot. There was like a lot of like production value in it, whatever, and stuff like that. He was definitely like a music video guy. Like nobody's like going out of their way to listen to him on Spotify. To be honest,
no.
Exactly. But it was like his music videos were hilarious, and like he was like a talented rapper. Like he has flow. He like he can like write. Anyway, then when this came out, the last thing I had to remember like hearing from him was that fucking Earth song.
Oh yeah.
Which like had like
Hey Earth.
Yeah, Justin Bieber and like a huge artist, like a bunch of artists, like and so like he's definitely like was like pretty. He's a big artist at this point. So I'm like I could see how FX is like greenlighting this, but I was like. It's gonna be interesting. I was definitely skeptical going into it.
And Taco from On Future, Travis. He's great, man. He's great.
Oh my god, I didn't know. Like he's like, well, okay. when I think about like people like him who like clearly don't have acting training, right? But it's like
Right.
it's enough. Like he is like just playing himself, and he's like at this like at the point that I am in this and like watching like the show. Like I've seen like a character like develop.
It's
You know what I mean?
condescending, yeah.
Exactly. He's like he is the best friend who's like he is condescending, but like he's like loyal to like Dave no matter what. Blah blah. And it's like, and it's also interesting because he is the producer of the show, so I like relate to him like probably the most out of this show because he's like, dude, you didn't write anything to that beat. I gave that beat to someone else.
Word. I know y'all watch Rami. That's what I was about to watch after I finished Dave. But talk about it. But don't spoil it because I want to.
No, yeah, definitely not. But essentially, like, it takes place in New Jersey, and like being from New Jersey, I grew up and live here. It is. I don't know how to explain it, but it's in the similar vein of like seeing a POC actor that like I see myself in that character. Right. It's like I see myself in this show. I'm Hispanic. This show mostly features Egyptian actors and like Egyptian culture, Muslim culture. So I can't exactly directly relate with that. But the fact that it's in New Jersey and like they show a lot of scenes where he's just on like in the streets or in school, like doing everyday things. I was like, I love this show, dude.
Well, I think like. Because it's probably like the same reason, like this might be like the same reason why you're liking it. It's because like it's such a potent like ethnic background that he has, but he's living in America today. You know what I mean? Where it's like we're just like I grew up on like just like listening to like popular music. I too just wear hoodies and like a hat like him. You know what I mean? There's like a stoner quality to him.
Yeah,
like, you know
absolutely.
what I mean? It's just like a very relatable like bro where I'm like like that's like I'm not like sure like I like respect and still hold values from like my parents' generation whatever, but it's like so hard to try to like still like embody that like in like today's like climate and like society. I'm just trying to live my life too. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's like the thing. It's like there's a moral and religious ambiguity that he's constantly fighting, and like that's like because like I don't like. I think we talked a little bit about religion last night. I don't know.
I think
Did we?
So.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But like I was born in the church, Baptist Christian. My parents, but like at a point. I started like realizing I'm like it's kind of fucked up because like humans have rights, like why shouldn't a guy like marry a guy, whatever, you know what I mean? It's like it's also like at that point it's like none of my business, you know what I mean? Where it's like you should just be able to do what you want as long as you're not hurting anybody, and like but at the same time like then when I go to church they're telling me that like if I believe that I'm gonna burn in hell for the rest of my life for eternity.
That's like the exact reason why I refuse to like call myself a Christian. I don't know where we're gonna get on a deep religion talk, but like the fact that like
this is the podcast,
any mistake you make, like any sin you do, you're gonna go to hell. Like come on, like, bro, like,
dude,
get off my day, like
dude. I believe in the Bible it says you can't wear clothes that have mixed fabrics.
Right.
I'm sure we're wearing polyester somewhere, dude. We're all going to hell.
Yeah,
we're going to hell because
yeah.
we're wearing polyester.
You're not allowed to also consume like you're allowed to have like the meat of the lamb, but not allowed to like actually consume the blood. Like that's actually like I think in the Bible, and like I'd be ordering medium rare steaks that have like a little bit of blood on it. So like
I don't be doing that.
Yeah, well, isn't it like shellfish a sin? I think shellfish is a sin.
Is that?
Yeah,
no,
shellfish.
everything is a sin, dog.
Dude, yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
No, because that's the thing. Like that's the thing. I do believe in like I think I believe in a God. I'd like to believe there's like something greater than us. I'd like to believe that once I die, there's like I'm not just gonna stop existing. You know what I mean? I like to believe that there's something else here. That like I will be rewarded in the like second life because I was like a decent person.
Yeah.
I had like relationships with people. I was loyal to my family, and like I acknowledged the presence of a God. Maybe you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I don't think there's any anything wrong in acknowledging a presence of a
Right,
greater
yeah.
being.
But
That,
being
like,
constricted by rules and like if you do it, you're fucked and like that. Like I can't like live with.
yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
Jesus
Like-
Christ.
Yeah.
Well, and thankfully I came up with parents who like were very open minded. Was like, hey, listen, you can believe whatever you want, do whatever you want, just as long as you're not being an asshole. Like, thankfully I was raised like that.
That's
So, like,
awesome. No, that's
I
awesome.
never had like, well, my mom did tell us like make us go to church with like her friend, but like she never came. Like she would make me and my brother go to church, but I never once been to church with my mom before.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And like she wanted us to be like Christian, but like she herself wasn't a Christian, which was kind of strange. But like
That's interesting.
I guess she just wanted us to grow up with like good morals, and I do appreciate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you definitely learned that kind of stuff in the
Absolutely.
church. Just to like, dog, I loved just helping out like the elderly in my church. Saw an old lady need to get down the stairs. I'll give you my arm. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really know how much this is helping, but like I'm gonna like, you know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
dog, I remember the church I went to. Like a lot of like a lot of the older people loved me. And like at a point, there was like a point where like older women were like, I want to say you over my granddaughter. I was like, whoa.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you guys like ever like, I don't know if maybe through a birthday party or a family gathering, do you ever run into people that like knew you as a kid, but obviously you didn't stay in touch with?
Yeah.
For me, every single time, it's the same people, and sometimes it's new people that I don't even recognize. I'll just like show up. It's like, oh, it's my sister's birthday. No, what was the last thing? No, like my sister's like my baby shower. She had the baby shower in the church that we grew up in. And I don't go to church, but I would show up obviously for my sister, and then people are like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you since you were a baby."
Yeah, and they're like,
it's
"Who the
like,
fuck are
who
you?"
are you? Yeah. It's like, don't you? I used to.
I knew you since you was this little. How come you got so big? Like
It's
get out
like,
my face.
I don't know who you are. Like, can you treat me like an adult?
Facts,
Like,
yo.
For
yeah.
real, dog.
Like, thank you for being nice to me and approaching me, but
Do you remember me?
no, I don't. Yeah, I really don't. And it's like, obviously you have to say yes, because otherwise it's
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
I remember you. You're the person that I knew as a kid. It's like,
Oh yeah, you're the one that took my nose. Right?
Yeah.
Give me that shit back.
Do you still have it?
I've been able to smell since fucking 02.
No, my aunt's boyfriend, longtime boyfriend, always did this bit with me. Every time he visited our house, like he would go in my closet and be like, "Yo, let me get this shirt. Yo, let me get
What?
this shirt." And I'd just be like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, I'm just playing with you." And then one time, like he did it, and I just wasn't having it. He was like, "All right, I'll stop messing with you." And then he never did the bit to me again. It kind of made me sad. And then they broke up. So
Okay, I get you.
I don't know where I got.
You know what you should do? You should find like where he lives now, and you should send him one of your shirts.
Obviously, yeah.
It's like, hey
you
man,
can have this shirt.
I know you wanted this shirt when I was 6.
Yo, I'm about to, honestly.
That's funny.
Just rekindle that. Maybe he's a great guy.
He was a cool guy.
And what if he's like a big producer now?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, watch.
I
Yeah.
used to have his Netflix account until he changed his password. But what were you gonna say?
Yo, for real, I had my cousin's Netflix account for a minute, and no, it was his Hulu account, and like I had been using it for a while, and it had been like 2 years since we like had a conversation, whatever.
Yeah.
And I actually ended up giving it to my girlfriend too, so she could watch a show, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think he just ended up changing the password.
Oh.
I did not have the heart to like be like, "Hey man, did you change the password?
Yeah, I
Can I
get
get the
you.
new password?"
Hey, what the fuck? Why'd you change his password?
I remember one time I used to have a best friend I had back in high school. I used to have his Netflix, and somehow, some way, I don't know how this happened. His profile, the one he used, somehow my like Facebook profile picture got added and my name. So like it's no longer what his name was and his blank profile. It was my face, my name, and like we were like, why did this happen? I'm like, I don't know, honestly. Like I just watch shows, and honestly, I mean we haven't talked in so long, but like I wonder if it's still there. If it still says Elmer and has my face
I
on
mean,
it.
shit. This girl I hooked up with junior year, we Netflix and chilled, and like once we were done chilling, and she left. I still have their Netflix, and I was using that for like a month. I don't know if she changed her password. Or it just logged me out automatically. But
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
I had 2 people's Netflix in my life. I still don't have it. I just got another person's Netflix.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go,
use
dude.
that. Hell yeah, man! I'm just gonna fucking mooch. Like
Mooch.
my mom pays for Hulu. My dad pays my phone bill. I don't gotta pay for shit except for like Apple Music. You know what I'm saying?
I have the Hulu
I'm a
Spotify
mooch.
deal.
Word. Sometimes you gotta mooch.
Bro, that's what you gotta do sometimes in life.
Word.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Freshman year, I learned how to mooch like crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
Just like alcohol.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, can I get a shot?
You just gotta make them laugh.
Yeah, man.
They're on your side.
Let me just get a hit, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you. I like the people who are like really. I like the people who offer first. So, like,
Oh yeah,
yo,
you don't
want
have
a
to
shot?
say
You want this?
anything.
Yeah.
They like respect you. Like it's usually with the underclassmen.
Yeah.
They respect you so much. They're like, "Yo, do you wanna a sip or a shot?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right,
Yeah.
yeah, I want a shot.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks,
man.
man." And they respect you because you're like the senior.
And then when you go up to a person who like refuses to give you this shit, it's like, yo, can I get this? It's like, I'm sorry, dude. It's like,
Yeah.
You know, when I was a senior though, I ended up like trying to like give back and I'd be like, hey man, you want it?
Yeah.
Hey, man, thanks, Jesse. You're the best. Yeah, I know.
I know.
well, we're at 50 minutes. I don't know if you guys want to wrap up.
Oh snap! I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, that was
That
that's a
time
good episode.
flies when we're having a good time.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
What have you guys been working on quickly? Just have you been working on anything?
Well, I've been trying to work on some old monologues and new monologues so I could like just have them in my back pocket. You know what I mean? Because like next thing you know, this shit's gonna clear. I need to start going to auditions or I need to start sending tapes. I don't have time to like sit down and keep on like learning it before I need to just like know it and then like tape it, send it.
Right.
So that's what I've been working on.
Oh yeah. What have you been working on?
Lately, I've been trying to. So, I got this email the other day. I had auditioned for a couple summer stocks,
Right.
and there was one a Shakespeare festival. I won't say the name that I was specifically aiming. I was specifically aiming for, and I was like, oh, like I feel good about this audition. Like I think I'm gonna get it. Obviously now a lot of theaters are closing. Summer stocks are closing, and they did. They eventually closed.
Damn.
And the guy emailed, the director of the apprentice program emailed me. He's
Right.
like, hey, Elmer, I wanted to reach out to you personally. I wanted you to know that, like, you were very likely going to get an offer, but because of all this, I couldn't send you one. And I really hope that you audition next year because you would be seriously in consideration.
Oh hell
And,
yeah.
like, yo, I was in, like, I was like, dude, the world is like crashing. I don't know what to do. I feel lost as an actor and as a person in general. But when I got that email, yo, I felt so inspired, like validated. I was like, yo, I'm gonna work on my monologues. I'm gonna get some new classical
You just need
monologues.
to push. You need that
Sometimes
little
it's just an
inspiration.
email.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's so small. It's like, hey, you were great, and yo, I feel so inspired to just keep working. Like
It's like I must be doing something right.
yeah,
That's what, you know what I mean?
and
Like,
so I want to work on my material. Obviously, this podcast I'm super dedicated to, and I kind of
It
want
was
to.
kind of your idea.
Yeah, man,
It
let's
was,
give
it, was,
credit to Elmer.
it was our idea. It
But
was,
you came to us with the initial like premise.
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I want to say it was our idea.
No, I got a big you up right now. Elmer has the best advice when it comes to everything, but like he'd be like, he got me on TikTok. He's like, dude, you know what you should do? You should get a TikTok, bro. I was like, nah. And then like every time he kept saying that, and then I got a TikTok, and then like I got some success. Like you tell me like to do certain things. He's like, oh, you should text her. Like, yo, nah, I don't know if she likes me. No, just text her, bro. And then I texted her, then she denied me. But anyway, but yeah, man, props to you for like.
I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. What have you been working on?
I've been working on a screenplay, and it's a class project, but I actually been taking it really seriously. And it's based on like my life, but like a heightened version of myself. Like, okay, so like Louis C.K. obviously is a shit dick, and like he's a fucking asshole. He got Me Too'd and everything. But he had this show on FX called Louis, which I really loved, and like it's kind of like oh fuck me. It's like Curb Your Enthusiasm humor. Like you have like the worst luck ever. Or like everybody hates Chris. It's like that type of humor. And like I got inspired by like those like few shows, and then like I made a short film. It's not done yet, but I've been making a screenplay. I'd love for you guys to read it because I kind of want to film it with you guys. But anyway,
Absolutely, dude.
But I've been writing that, and I have to turn in like a first draft on Friday. And of course, I've been trying to be as sometime creative, but like I've been trying to be like half creative and half trendy when it comes to my Instagram videos. I'm still trying to chase the meme, but that's what I've been working on, and of course this podcast. But where can they find you guys?
They can find me on Instagram at Elmer Maximilian Cruz. That's pretty much where I post most of my content.
Oh yeah, where can they find you?
I already gave you my website last time, so I'll say.
Do it every episode. Oh, yeah, sure.
My Instagram is at the Jesse Castellanos, which is actually my website. Like also thejessiecastellanos.com. There we go.
And you can find me on Instagram at BradSatch, BradSatch, and you can find me on BradleySatchel.com. And thank you so much for listening to this episode. And
you have been listening to Broke Boy Commentary,
the podcast made by Broke Boys
for Broke Boys. Have
Thank
a good
you so
one, guys.
much.
Stay well.